No? Must be good, I don't know.
That's
Okay,
Mine's
Water
bad.
fail, EPA standards.
call to order at 5:45. Quick those off.
Yes.
That's expensive stuff.
Let's keep it now.
I'm sure we're actually live.
We're live and
We are
there's
live.
sound, there's audio, which is a good thing.
Listen,
I had. Copy. Okay. In a second, I'll hand out printed copies of the minutes for you to look over. Losing my voice.
you doing the minutes?
He's gonna print them out.
Oh. There. I want a motion.
We will be doing them in a sec. The last one, right? September 10th.
that's not the problem.
A new binder.
Well, stiff.
JP and I were in a meeting all day anyway. It was probably just as exhilarating.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Was it great, Jason?
It was wonderful.
Yes.
Chris.
Thank you.
And how's Lee doing?
Okay, he's up in Maine right now.
Oh. Got it. So where is Chris? Take the long road around the.
You know Chris, when he bullshits. Excuse me. I'll count myself.
I don't know how to think.
He can talk, that's all I gotta say. Mhm. So, you printed off from 2019, the water.
Yeah, so I found that going through the files at the station. I know we were talking about the water quality last meeting. That was the last one that was done, I'm assuming.
Okay.
I figured just for reference, that's what we had years ago.
But, yeah, that's 6 years ago.
Yeah, no, we need to do another one, but that's just a reference point.
And on that water test, it says a dug well,
A dog well, not a,
drilled, which is conflicting information
that's
with
right, with the other.
state records.
State says,
State says it's drilled.
well, that's not, uncommon. Alright, so
Within,
you're just gonna
just put this on file.
get another, water
Yeah,
testing?
Chris was supposed to be taking care of that. That's what he said at the last. He's gonna get a test kit or whatever.
Didn't Caitlin get the test kit last time?
Don't answer that.
For here?
I
Yeah, why don't we, instead of Chris, have Caitlin do it?
will ask Caitlin to get it.
Yeah, I mean, I can stop in Conway, pick up the test kit. Worst case, okay. So, just put that between Caitlin.
Okay, is that, I know the minutes are kind of long and lengthy and.
Did you get a motion for the minute check?
They were still reading them. There you go.
Yeah, make a motion, then you have discussion,
Make a motion.
Okay,
Minutes.
so I will,
then say discussion.
If we can report it.
any discussion on the minutes? Second and then discussion.
I'll second the motion.
Well, we gotta wait for this.
Yeah. Okay, any discussion?
Wait, they're still reading,
I know. Motion.
but Tyler will second it.
Got it. See anything that jumps out?
Like some comments.
No, it's just, confirming when I got it.
No discussion? Okay, does everyone accept the minutes?
Second it. All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, everyone. Okay. So everyone got this copy that they were just talking about with the water, okay? Caitlin will get, we'll ask Caitlin to do another water testing, current, so we have that. Excuse me.
So I would suggest that we, we'll have it retested. I'll get with Caitlin, pick up a kit from
Retest.
Conway. We'll get it retested. Similar to what we did here.
Since Caitlin's not here, I'm just jotting down notes, but,
Or on YouTube.
yeah, I know, but sometimes Heidi needs the additional notes. We were hoping for some estimates, which,
So Paco's estimate is pretty done, we're just waiting for an HVAC quote and the electrical,
Mhm.
and then it will be complete. So John will definitely be here next week, the vendors have said that they will have the quotes in by Friday. So we will have, it'll be complete Wednesday,
okay.
for sure. Hard to get.
I'd like to ask you what the numbers are, but.
Soon. JT, you haven't heard,
They got it together pretty good, so
that's
Does it
good.
look good?
it looks good, I think it'll be good,
Oh, excellent.
You feel very comfortable?
Hmm?
You feel comfortable?
I feel comfortable,
Okay,
I do.
okay. I know I asked you about Josh, you hadn't heard.
Nothing.
I did put another call into him and I didn't hear anything. Have you heard anything from Josh?
I have not.
I did put another call into him. I still haven't heard anything back. That's the Lester. Have not
Josh
heard,
making those, yeah.
and I have not heard anything back from them at all.
If I see him, I'll flag, I'll get his attention.
Pull them over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Normally I see him driving between jobs, but I haven't seen him, so they must be working
South.
not this way,
right.
so.
And Elliot was still working on sprinkler, having a problem working with the sprinkler systems.
Getting a quote.
And, yeah, getting a quote on
Estimate.
all of that stuff, so,
I get quotes sometimes.
yeah, so we're still waiting and hoping. I did ask him, was hoping that he might have an answer for tonight, but obviously he doesn't. What I would like to do next, as I was discussing with Leo, is figure out our parking lot situation with what has to be done with that as well. And as he pointed out, the trees are a big part of parking lot.
Well, the pine trees. in
The
it.
pine trees out on the side, to get rid of those. So we're going to, get some quotes in for cutting down those trees.
Is there enough there that they could take them and it wouldn't cost us anything?
That's what we're gonna find out, right?
Yeah, we'll look at it from sample. We'll get some RFPs out for clearing out those pines out.
Also, speaking of trees, you got the ones at the fire station as well.
Yes, we do have to
Oh,
do
yeah.
The
both.
property line.
Yeah, we
Right.
can do that too.
So
Yeah, do
how
both.
much
Trees, are they there?
it's Advertising, if you take
Okay.
20.
I can't get it.
There's a gentleman in Ossipee, he's advertising, if he takes 20 trees down, he won't charge him.
What's his name?
I have it at home.
I think Frank
I
Barney
think it's
is the
Frank
same.
Barney, he's a Effingham resident.
Barney?
Yeah, he's on the lot, your area.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, he runs his own lot. Actually, they were just doing a lot, or still are doing a lot on Jack Russell Road.
Yeah,
I
doesn't
think they
cost us
pulled out
any
of there.
money.
Yeah, no, they
Yep.
finished that
Yeah,
up.
it's wrapped up.
So it'd be good, I mean, we probably, yeah, if it's free, yeah,
It's free,
great,
yeah.
but not.
I have a guy that I have the information for, but he's a forester, but I think he'd have to come out and find out. I can give you that.
Well, there's a couple of them, we got spent on Green Mountain.
Frank is.
Yeah, but he's not gonna take.
No, that's right, take the logs,
He's an arborist type thing.
yeah, more of a,
We need a guy to log it.
yeah,
Right.
log it out.
Frank's free, but it's with an asterisk, he won't remove the stumps, and he just takes the cores of the trees, all the
That's okay.
tops and stuff. I mean, he'll do all that other stuff for add-on cost.
Yeah, get rid of the brush and all that, chip it and all that stuff. That's okay, because that whole hill's gotta be bulldozed, I mean,
Yeah.
leveled off.
Stumps will have to leave, go elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be down the road.
Do you
At
want me
least-
to get a hold of him, see if he'd be willing to come look at it, or do you want to just put out an RFP?
It's gonna be less than 15 if it goes free, so you don't have to put an RFP out.
So.
I can call him tomorrow.
Unless you add the firehouse ones onto it, right?
Yeah, but it's only what, 3, 4, 5 trees?
There's, more than, it's gotta be more than half a dozen there.
Yeah, on the backside.
That starts right at the corner of the building.
The back.
There's a couple that need some expertise to
Drop them.
tweak them over. And then I think you're in the clear as you head back towards the rear property line.
I'm looking.
Yeah, I'll just have him reach out to the town office to schedule something
Sure.
with us and see if he'd be willing to come take a look at it.
That's Barney.
Yeah, I'll call Frank tomorrow, I'll just have him call Caitlin and try to
Okay.
schedule something.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Wow, okay. So that was what I was hoping to do tonight, was just to really take a good look, but with the weather the way it was raining, and then we got kind of caught up.
Well, you need the parking
And we need,
spaces.
yeah, we need the parking, we definitely need the parking spaces, so.
So then that would lead to a site work proposal. So we need a scope of work for that.
Okay,
How big is that parking lot? How-
right,
Elevations, everything that's all encompassing. Foundation, drainage.
Yep. Well, yeah.
backfill, grading.
Yeah.
Soup to nuts.
Where's the water gonna run?
A lot of it goes in the ground.
It's sandy.
It's all sandy, yeah, it's with a retention basin and stuff, but that's gotta be thought out.
Right, you gotta,
So we do have a plot plan, a lot plan that has this building on it that we could utilize as a site plan. And mark that up. Plot or footprint on that plan, and then lay out parking spaces. I'm not sure, I'm sure that's probably, the lot plan's probably a 20 scale, which
I
typically are.
we're gonna have to pull it out again.
yeah, we have to come out,
So
We should make
pull that
extra
out.
copy, we
Yeah.
should make extra copies of
copies.
the plot plan, so we
Right.
can mark it up. Full size.
right,
At least, to scale.
Right, well, whatever,
Yeah,
yeah,
whether it's a 20 scale, a quarter, or an eighth, whatever.
yeah, I'm not sure if it's
So
blueprint
everything
style.
You're talking about the one for here or the fire station?
for here.
You have one for
Fire
the fire
station we
station?
have, that's a pretty concise plan. I do have that one.
Okay, so it's just this building here that we,
So I think we need, yeah, we had one, a small,
small one,
right, so I don't know, if we could take what you have back in the box somewhere, pull that out.
right?
Like Caitlin knows where it is.
Yeah, show me where it
Reproduce.
is.
Yes.
So how many parking spaces would you recommend? What would
For
be,
here, geez, I don't know. I mean,
100?
I don't know if we need 100, but I would push upwards of possibly 80. You know, we've got the road available to us, and you know,
Front.
we've got place here to park, but in the
So-
school, what does the school have? Or we blow them out of the water.
Yeah, we do, because they're parked on the side of,
Right. They're parking up on the
Yeah.
other roadway, which we're not supposed to be parking on. So.
Right,
So both sides or whatever.
Right.
and we don't want
So-
that here,
I'd like to, if we could get the plot plan, then we can lay that out.
right?
Chris had some ideas when he gets here. I'm sure he can weigh in, chime in on that. So,
He's getting the rate.
I will make sure that we have it.
There he is right
I
there.
have no opinion.
It's still gonna be a 55.
Trying.
I'll, ask Caitlin tomorrow to pull that out,
Yes.
yeah, and make copies.
make copies, yeah.
Yeah.
There is some codes that we have to follow in the fire code too with the parking lot.
It's
But we have to have a fire lane around the building.
Right,
Because that is also the whole, how wide it has to be and everything,
for space, you mean?
for turning radius like that.
Mhm. Yep.
How wide in general, how wide it has to be for the driveway, if you will.
So we need the plot plan, so we can figure out the footage.
We can lay out a site plan on that. Then we have something that somebody can, you know,
Look at it and say, right.
reasonable number.
Hello, Chris.
Howdy, howdy.
Meeting adjourned.
I'm okay with that.
When I talk to Frank, is there anybody that wants to walk around with them specifically, or do we want to see if he wants to try to come on a Wednesday?
No,
Who's Frank?
Barney,
as far as that
Well, we're
retreat,
taking the trees.
we're having a discussion as far as removing the trees this year. Your recommendation?
I don't know. Contact the forester that works for the town.
Said I want Jeff Libby.
Call Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
I can give Jeff a call tomorrow. Is there anybody that wants to walk around with him out back to tell him what trees, or do we want to see if he wants to come next Wednesday, or do you want me to just have him call Caitlin and try to schedule something?
Can, or I can call Jeff and just say, hey, you wanna meet there this weekend and then tell you what I'm talking about? That's, I don't wanna step on your toes.
Oh, go for it.
I just got here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know the property line anyhow.
That's kind of where I was getting at, have somebody that knows the property.
I mean, it's
line.
gotta be mowed,
Right.
so,
Yeah, I agree.
and I mean, he's not, I mean, they cable skid, so the old conventional style, but he'll recommend a
Yeah, I've
forester, you know.
run across him a couple times out in the woods on a dog track, so I surprised him one day.
So,
So you got that?
Yes, I got it,
So do you want me to hold off on calling Frank and just call Jeff first?
yeah, I think so.
yeah,
I agree.
okay,
Just, I mean, he's our forester.
Absolutely.
I think if we didn't contact him, he would feel slighted by that, you know what I mean? It's-
no, you're right, that's true, that's true.
Right.
So glad you didn't attend the meeting.
Yeah, I apologize for my delay. Scott and I continued a spirited conversation about expenditures and things like that, so.
I kinda figured that.
Yeah, we figured that,
Brody came, did you want me to hand this down to somebody else?
no. Extra one,
Brody came outside as well, so.
mm-hmm. We're gonna, have Caitlin do a water test, retest. And you're looking at the water testing now, okay?
2019.
So, what did you just say, you have Caitlin,
Well, we're gonna get the kit.
The kit,
so we don't get that, I mean, Caitlin doesn't get that kit, we get it from Todd, Todd will get the kit, so. I'll talk to, I'm gonna,
from Todd,
Well, I can pick it up in Conway too if I need to.
yeah, he has them, so we can, so I'm gonna see Todd
Green Mountain
Friday.
Conservation Group would have them too.
Yep. Yep, that's right, so, but I can get one from Todd on Friday,
okay,
Okay.
so let him
So-
get that, okay.
I'm gonna see Todd on Friday.
I know, when we did it here, I remember Rhonda brought it back, testing back up to Conway.
Yeah, but Todd gave it to us, the kit, you know, he gave me the kit to have it tested, so.
Okay.
Okay,
He keeps them in his van, and,
no, all right, hey,
so was this unsolicited, or did somebody ask him?
What's that?
what, the water testing?
Or is this just in the record?
I found it in the files.
Oh, okay, okay. Cause I mean, the way it reads, when I'm first reading it, I thought like he sent it, it's like, hey, just a heads up while you guys are going through this.
Jumped in the well and took it.
So I'm assuming you already asked, Mike if Lee's got all the drawings done yet?
No, we didn't ask him that. No,
Tell you
no,
in of October, didn't you?
Yeah.
yes, he did
That
say
was
that,
conservative.
Yeah, that. it
yes, he
was,
did
yeah.
say that,
Yeah, that time of year.
yes. So that's why I did not ask you if Lee has the drawings yet.
No, he's building a deck in Greenville right now, in exchange for next year's lot rent for their trailer.
Okay,
Guy owns a campground up there, so that's where he is today,
Good day to
the
rest.
rest of this week. Then bird season opens up
Yes,
It
it
does.
does.
up there.
Bird,
Partridge.
partridge.
Ruffled grouse,
So does waterfowl, opens up Monday and then
What about turkeys?
turkey
That's
is,
not yet.
Turkey's over
October, and it's only 5 days.
A lot of turkeys.
a lot of turkeys, yeah, yeah.
So what were
So,
you doing?
we were discussing, Patco won't be here until next week, because she's very comfortable with the numbers that she has seen,
Said they're very low.
but she can't,
Say that.
but she won't comment on it yet until
They're
everything's
waiting
on
for
next week.
HVAC now, which they should have by Friday, so we should be good to go.
And Elliot is still working on the plumbing issue with that.
The other supplier?
I haven't heard back from Lester, I placed another call, we still haven't heard back from him.
You called Josh?
I did call Josh and left a message,
I'm
Didn't
trying to find
return?
him
he
tomorrow.
didn't, not yet,
So I thought it was left that one of you guys.
It was
you were
left.
gonna-
Yeah, we
Yeah,
emailed
yes.
them, and the last I heard back is he asked if we had plumbing and electrical plans, I said no, so use your best knowledge on what to do, and that's the last I'd heard.
Cause I didn't wanna, again, I don't wanna step on
Right.
anybody's toes, so
Yeah.
I didn't call him, but I can call him tomorrow and say, hey,
I was just
respond
gonna swing by
to
the
my-
shop and see if I can find him, I haven't seen him in passing a lot like I normally do. I assume that they're working that way.
Hmm.
So, I'll swing by the shop in the morning, see if I can find him.
so that's why we started to then discuss the parking with the trees that have to come down and the trees at the fire station that have to come down. That's how we got to talking about the logger and Frank, who would do it for free. But you're right, the forester does have to be asked first, that would be definitely not cool.
But if we have to pay the forester.
Forester, well-
No one's
we don't
free.
pay the forester. I mean, we do,
No, we do, but yeah, I know.
Yeah,
He
but
gets
you
a-
wouldn't
he-
be,
It's in the budget.
yeah, it's in the
Right,
budget, he
right.
gets $1,000.
Right, from that
Yeah.
standpoint, but he'll take the trees free.
The forester?
Yeah.
No, the forester probably won't take the trees down, but he will find somebody that will, because he does log, but
Okay.
he logs cable style.
Right.
Conventional old style, we don't want that, we need the whole entire tree going, the top
Right.
and everything, so
Yeah,
it's
that all
gonna be a
works.
mechanicalized company. So, he has people that he works with because of his role as the forester.
Got it.
He has a relationship with and stuff like
Got
that.
Yeah.
so they don't have a
Possibly,
choice.
and again, for me, it's more about, he is our forester.
Right.
The trees, I think he might feel slighted if we don't at least
Gotta do it.
No,
bring him
it's
into
true.
the
Yeah,
conversation,
no,
so.
he should be brought in,
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm good.
so that's how we got to
Send Josh
this
on a text
point.
too. I just sent
That's
Josh
okay,
Battles
yeah.
another text, just to see
So,
if I can get anything.
That's
more
how we
together.
got to this point, and, the parking, and then you came, so you're right on, you got caught up to date.
Any new business?
Because, you know, I have nothing unless you
So
do.
schedule, well, yeah, I still think that, I said this a couple meetings ago.
Yes, you wanna schedule public.
Yeah. I think we need to start doing that more. Of like, I mean, I know these are public and they're advertised as public, but I think we should get the word out there that y'all come and. You know, Scott and I were talking about that tonight on the ride, that, that is one thing that came out of the town meeting last year, was people felt like they weren't informed soon enough, so. Would you agree?
I would, yeah. Yep.
So,
Okay, so how are we gonna get that out?
the website, by advertising, we have a budget for advertising, we should do that. Any of the social media outlets, which I know we're,
Well, right now they are,
Can you do a postcard, just send it to everybody?
It's mailing
that's,
costs.
yeah,
it would be cheaper if we still had our postage machine, but we don't have that anymore, so. Because to save costs, we got rid of the postage machine, and we found out that that probably wasn't the wisest choice. We don't always make the best decisions.
but we do make decisions.
I just heard back from Josh.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he said, so without an electrical plan and a plumbing plan, he can't give a lock, stock, barrel number. So, I don't know what we wanna do as far as that.
So what's the time period?
I can ask him
Time
that.
period for what?
If is he obtaining the electrical costs? and the
No,
plumbing?
he needs to get that from our plans, sorry.
'Cause I don't know,
I don't know.
yeah,
Is that Josh?
Yeah.
I can step out, let him know we're in a meeting.
I
So,
didn't hear that.
yeah, we
Okay.
need the, I mean, we need the plans basically, right?
Hey, can you hear me?
Guessing,
Right,
so,
that you do. So,
That
to
means,
get a set of plans or to get an idea for a budget, you hook up with, what I did last year, with a contractor. Then if you take that contractor's number and you're gonna put it out for an RFP, what have you done to the contractor?
right,
You use them to develop your plans.
right,
That's the most effective way. That's why construction management works best as opposed to going out for bids without a set of specifications. You have a design intent, and you gather the right people up, and you put a proposal in that, oh, that number should cover that, that should cover that. It's a
That's what we'll
commercial
do,
building, right,
right?
that's
what
what
we'll
I've
do.
always done too.
Yeah.
Is construction management.
Yeah.
When you're doing a bid, cause I estimated that for a long time in the commercial world, we were supplying bids and would use different contractors. I'd get 2 or 3 electrical numbers, half a dozen steel numbers. And it's, in that world, it's he who forgets the most wins. So you grab this guy, and trust that they did it correctly, make sure that they have, put the best numbers together, and then put your bid in. And then you take that team with you, if you get the job.
Yeah, if he's asking for somebody else to do the electrical plan, they've done the plan, they've done the work, and then he'll take it.
Right.
Yep.
So that's where. So if I was, my company was to put an estimate together for this, I'd put my hat in the ring along with Patco and somebody else. But we don't have a governed set of specifications for, doors, windows, flooring, sheetrock, paint, all the miscellaneous cabinetry, you can put a spec together for that. But on the electrical and mechanical stuff, heating and cooling, that's generally a design build proposal. You submit a proposal, we propose to either do all heat pumps or gas-fired furnaces, or a combination of redundancy with radiant heating, cooling with ductwork with a heating coil backup for that, for instant gratification. It's a big building, you can heat it a lot quicker, but it'll stay warm with the radiant. So.
So that's what he'll come with next week, a design build. It'll be all done.
So to put it out individual contractors for an electrical bid, you need a specification, so like Josh, justifiably so. He could put a budget in for that. What does that budget include? Well, commercial building outlets are far more space than what you would be in a residential building. Except for like the police department side, then that's a little different. So it's a little bit of a conundrum trying to go out to do it that way.
And I mean, like, we haven't told him not everybody's been part of the conversations of, this is probably gonna need its own septic. This is probably gonna need its own generator, this is probably gonna need,
Its own well.
potentially need its own water.
Yeah, it's on right.
So, not everybody's been privy to those conversations.
Correct.
And nor have we definitively, I think we've somewhat definitively narrowed that down, that is the case, and that's probably the wisest decision, the best decision.
Yeah, but we don't have that checklist.
But we don't,
You know,
Right.
we need this, we need that, we need a system design.
Wouldn't part of that come too with the lot layout, the septic and all?
Well, we need to have a system designed.
Right.
You know, either you're estimating a stone and pipe system, or you're, you know, putting in infiltrators, which would be fine for this. This soil would perk tremendously, all gravity feed.
Mhm.
But, you know, what size system is allowed for a commercial building? I honestly don't have the answer to that. Talking to a designer, we could get that answer.
That guy
You
David
get a budget
Clark,
for a design,
do you guys know him? Do you know, you must know him, David Clark?
yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he does them cheap. The design,
Yeah, I mean, around here, there's 3 designers that
Right.
primarily everybody uses, so it's Alan Fall, Dave Clough, and Mark, so.
Yeah, and Allen Falls, 3 stone throws away from here.
So. There's a newer gentleman out of Wolfboro now too, Wolfboro Alton line, he did the one for some of the subdivision on Nutter Road,
So it sounds like we need,
septic design
septic,
for this.
and well,
and
location. and all
well,
that.
we're gonna need a well,
I
right?
still, I don't know, but I don't know why we would need, Caitlin's not here to get in that closet. That's an artesian well.
The closet's open, but the file's missing. That's what I was running
The
around.
box is
looking
missing?
for. There's a box?
There's a box.
There's a box.
There's a box that says municipal building.
Okay.
Isn't the well?
It was on the bottom shelf on the right-hand side, either bottom or second shelf up.
Isn't the well here not potable?
No.
No as in it is, or no as?
And I say no because it didn't meet the spec for a school, so it just kind of stayed that way. Just like the school doesn't, because of the fluoride levels, they're not at a level for school-age children to be drinking and consuming. And obviously you can see what it does to our plumbing, but I mean, we have high iron everywhere in almost every well in the state of New Hampshire. I mean, if you don't, it's because you got a filtration system on there somewhere, you know what I mean? It's a granite state.
Oh, yeah.
So we have radon, because radon is in granite. It's a granite state, so just kinda goes with the territory, but,
So the water here is drinkable,
yeah,
it's just not up to the standards for the
correct.
school. Okay, I'm just,
But I mean, it's sufficient enough for what we use here for, I mean, if we put in a holding tank, you know, an underground cistern or whatever for the, with a
Sprinkler.
float for the sprinkler, and that's gonna be a dry system, so it only charges, you know, God forbid, when something happens.
You found it.
I have a box.
And the whole reason is Tyler couldn't find the well specs for the school, because it wasn't the town, it was the school district, right?
it
So,
wasn't even on there at all.
and it wasn't even on there, but it, you know, most likely there'll be something in there about it. How many feet it possibly is.
I went through that box a while back, and I don't recall, I think I was looking for something else. I was looking for the construction. I was more concerned about how these bar joists, what they were bearing and what was on the roof, because we were on that at that point in time. So I looked through that quite extensively, but I don't recall how I actually saw the well.
Yeah.
And I was also trying to get the septic system, section or something, but I couldn't come up with that either.
Success? No,
Water well and testing information.
no, look at that.
So you're gonna, Rosemary, with septic system,
I'm gonna have to get, yeah, What do you want, the
I have a
three?
few questions.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's gonna
RFP.
be, right,
What type of heating system is one of the ones he wants to know, just so he can work with his plumbing and heating guy? What type? He's like, I don't wanna be the guy that just gives you the, the biggest number I can think of and hope it covers everything. He's like, I want everything to be what you guys want.
well, I mean,
So-
that makes sense.
What, he's like, his three main questions were, what size electrical service do we want? What kind of heating system do we want? And I know that there's discussion about the septic, whether we were gonna run into that one or just take a separate septic.
Separate.
That's what I,
We're going through. right
That's what
that's
we're
what I
looking
said, I
at.
said, I'm pretty sure there's a conversation about just doing a separate septic, but let me make sure,
Yeah, that's what we're discussing right now.
so.
So from the heating,
So for the heating, after the last exercise we went through, gas-fired furnaces, in this particular situation, like I said before, I think it warrants an open frame structure. The area above the police station would become the mechanical mezzanine. The wall between the meeting space and the and the police station would be a fire-rated 5/8 both sides demising wall all the way up to the roof deck. Because it's sprinkled, it probably doesn't even have to be a demising wall of 5/8 fire rated. But that heating system could set up there could be a good pull-down stairway right within the garage section, so you can get equipment up and down. You'd have to insulate that particular area, but not insulate the rest of that.
So propane furnace?
Propane, gas-fired furnaces, one for you and one for the meeting space. And spiral duct running into the meeting space, ceiling hung.
And, just make sure, cause I think everybody knows, cause Patrick knew too, that you call it something else, and that's the proper terminology, I always go cathedral ceiling, I know that's not right, open concept, whatever.
Yeah.
With that demising wall between the PD floor to ceiling. But the heating system above the
Yeah.
PD. And
That's what I just said, be a new septic, propane furnace for the PD side, and then one for the meeting space, and you put ceiling
And
height.
we need a condenser for cooling. So we have a coil for cooling. A condenser outside, both spaces.
Yeah.
So you could do those a number of ways, but gas-fired furnace with a condenser, so it's got a coil, but you just feed air, but you're cooling off the refrigerator.
I'll send that to him right now, and then just what type of service do we want? Do we want 220, do you want?
200 amp,
200 amp.
probably more than enough.
Yeah.
And I've kinda figured all that, but I didn't wanna answer the questions on my own, I wanted to get the groups kinda.
Yeah, and a electrical contractor that's worked in spaces like that is gonna kinda know that, you need so many outlets per room, you're gonna have light, that'll be a crystal tile ceiling in your space, so there'll be drop-in troffers, or it could be strip lighting like this. The troffers are easier and keeps a uniform ceiling height, you don't have anything drop down. And then on the meeting room side, it'd be high bay lighting. All LEDs.
I just sent that out.
They have these new LEDs.
The ones that I did out on Drew Hill Road for my company I work for,
probably.
Dane Hammond put them in, they're this big.
Yeah.
And they just, it's amazing, and you
Yeah,
have 3
building.
or 4 different levels on
So
them.
We,
The new
we
building's
shut
right
half
here.
of them
Be right
off in the
there, right?
garage because it's.
So you got all those
too bright.
shades.
So what was showing me was
So if we do on the
Kevin in
machine,
his new barn.
Yeah,
obviously it's not gonna be this whole thing.
Blanking
That
on his last
section,
name right now.
no,
Cross me also.
probably it's got all the elevations,
Very.
so.
Kevin's new barn, his lights in there are this big, and amazing what the light the thing's output.
Oh, the new lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy came in and dropped, I don't know how many lights he put in the garage, but they were $100 a piece.
So Josh is gonna work with his subs with that new information and get something to us.
And they'll give,
Thank you.
be able to get a reasonable budget number.
Yep, so his electrical sub is actually Ed Whiteley's right in Effingham, and then his plumbing and heating is CP Smith out of Madison.
Yep.
So,
What you got there?
got a nice.
Property lot.
plot.
That's the site plan, that's the plot plan.
So probably, is there somebody we can get this, copy? there
We
anybody
have
in there?
multiple, there used to be multiple.
We did have some of these,
I know, but we should, I don't wanna take the original.
no, so,
Mike, if you look in that folder there too, there is some of it like segmented in smaller.
yeah, because we had like pieces in here.
Thing over there.
I wonder if Minuteman or somebody can,
Staples did that.
Staples can do this?
Take it up to,
Okay.
right where the liquor store is, was that White Horse Recovery?
They have,
They've got a printing machine that runs from here to that
Are
wall,
you
it's
serious?
freaking enormous, yeah, so the girl that used to do
Right off
that,
25 there?
right on,
Indian Mound.
Indian Mound Shopping Center,
Oh, in there?
yeah.
Oh,
White
the,
Horse Thrift Shop,
Cheap,
you were just talking about.
Cause that's a FedEx and a UPS store.
That's-
it's a drop off.
Right.
yeah, so we're better off just make a copy of this and then.
I don't know if they
make that.
have a black line copier that would do this, but they can probably get, this would want to be darkened up a little bit, so that you can get your property corners.
Yeah,
Is this
just get
got
the
the-
points right.
Yeah, there's a point here, there's a pin there, there's a pin
there.
here.
Kinda like a rectangle.
So if they can get that onto something large enough,
Cause you got all your elevations and all that.
right, all the contours are there. And that's what's important as far as your cuts and fills.
Oh, there's actually a pin here too, because it goes at an angle and then goes at an angle that way.
Can I sneak over this
Yeah,
way?
right.
Sure.
Over here?
Can I give you the finger?
Were you able to get it?
Fresh.
Touche, Leo, touche.
You want the legend also?
So that's me.
Where's the oil,
The legend.
where's the oil tank?
In the ground.
There's one in the ground here?
Yep.
The oil tank?
Gallon plastic tank.
Yeah, it's right there underneath that concrete pad.
Oh, that's it, okay.
That's what that concrete pad's for. We don't use it. We use propane.
Right, I know, that's
Underground,
why.
which is underground right there.
So is there,
And the concrete pad that's out there, that concrete pad was for the pellet
right,
side.
right, I know that, yeah. So shouldn't that oil tank be there?
It should be removed. We should get that out of here. At some point.
Same time?
Well, be nice to get it out, and we remove a line.
Yeah. That's what I'm asking.
Yep, that's how I see it.
Yep, okay. Discussion down the road.
So if we can get that onto a plan, we then can actually, we need like a copy or two. And then we can lay the building out on this.
Right.
What's the scale on this thing? Right down there, is this a 20 scale?
There are lighter
Right here,
copies of
30
that.
scale.
Oh, 30.
Yep,
There were. There were newer, lighter copies of this. To the plan. I pulled it a long time ago. Remember I asked you if you wanted one of these
yeah, I don't think I took one.
many meetings ago? No, you didn't.
No,
You didn't. And you said, well, they're here. We have access to them, but
right,
So 1 inch equals 30 feet.
right. That's what engineers say.
You're talking probably what? I mean, you're
what is that?
8 inches?
The building itself, like the construction of the building.
Yeah, just from here to here,
Yep. At least 9.5, 10.
250 feet.
What's it, like 2.5, 3 acres, something like that?
It's 3 something.
Yep.
So the trees are all here, building's gonna be right here. Type deal, so we got plenty of room for parking.
We have a lot of room.
Especially when there's trees
I
around.
mean, we have to take in consideration the leach field area, like, you know,
Right.
we don't need to be driving on that.
No,
We don't need to put in a system on that we need to be driving on. That's,
Correct.
It's because that's cost prohibitive. So, that, you know, your building's out at your leach field back in this corner here somewhere, they get their.
Access.
They're on their accesses that side, so everything could be on that side, we have to set back the property line.
right.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Setback is what, 20 feet or?
For sidelines or?
Put it on a,
I think,
someone traced it out.
We gotta be 100 feet from the well.
So that's a close-up of, for what,
Is there a setback for the septic?
75 feet from the well.
yeah, but
Right.
from the property line?
From the property line? Not
I
necessarily,
don't believe so.
but you wanna know where the other person's
Well
septic
is.
system, well is, or septic system is, so then we don't
Right.
crowd that. So that shows the septic. Right,
That,
but that septic will stay right where, the way it is.
The septic should be able to go into the same septic as.
I mean, that's what that is.
Have another two holding it.
Yeah, this just gives you the front of the property. Yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't give you that.
yeah, it doesn't give you enough.
Is this one the same?
Trying to wake up, alright, been a long day.
It's the same, right?
Yeah,
Been a good day.
now you want, best thing is to go to Whitehorse, like
Yeah,
you said,
okay,
get a copy.
See if they can run a copy, a full-size copy of that, and then we have something to work with.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just giving the front of the lot, it doesn't give you the back.
Right.
Right, yeah, if we can get the whole piece.
Yeah, you can-
Where's Kate, let's see, 'cause I'm almost wondering if those things are left out.
JK, we'll just get this,
Yeah,
Call her, she just tried calling me, so she's,
yeah, we'll just get this copy, this sheet.
If not, then, who's the person there right across from, the Chinese restaurant in Wolfboro? She does,
Oh, keep that.
she does black line coffee.
No, I had
She's got a
this
black line coffee machine, that would go right through and make a copy of it.
this is,
Black, isn't that,
Black moved down.
oh, black is down.
Here, JK, throw this one in there.
Sure.
this is the copy.
The hairdressers in that building, the Excelsior mill used to be right there.
Was it in Wolfboro, you said?
Yep.
Where,
Right across from the Chinese restaurant, right across from Seabright.
oh, on, 28.
Yeah. Yep,
Is that a better one?
cause I had her make prints when our copy was down, I'd run over there and make prints, make
Okay.
copies. And I could take a set of prints and run them through her black line machine,
You gonna do that tomorrow?
she'll do a full size.
Go to Whitehorse first and they can't do it.
Then go to, what was the name, Black's?
Trying to think of the name of the place. So,
It's across from the Chinese restaurant?
On 28,
On 28?
Route 28,
so where the auto dealer, the repair shop. They're across the road,
repair shop.
body shop.
You're too far south.
No, so you're just coming down into Wolfboro, go past. Let's see,
Where the walking trail is, past that?
right, the walking trail crosses right where that print shop is.
Yeah, I did, yeah,
On the
right.
left, on the right-hand side
Okay.
of the road.
I had to go further south,
Yep,
west or whatever.
yeah, you're down to West. Got it?
That's the lane without the building. That's what I used before when I went to
Yeah.
find the pins.
So we probably wanna make both
Both of
copies.
those,
Yeah, with the building, without, you need the building,
right.
Blacksmith printing,
I think so,
blacksmith printing.
yeah.
She does
Blacksmith
black line
printing.
copies. She'll run it right through.
And if you go to Whitehorse, just choose your words carefully, don't use the word lines and stuff like that.
We heard that giggle.
Okay.
Been a long day.
Blacksmith.
So you probably wanna leave those prints here though. Pick them up tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll pick them up tomorrow.
So Tyler,
Wolfboro, right?
you contacted that supplier,
Josh.
Josh?
Yep, I gave him the updated information that he needed for both buildings, he's gonna work with the subcontractors and get us something.
Okay,
Time period?
We told him that we were hoping to have something as soon as possible, and he said the subs would take him a little bit longer just to work all that stuff out, he said it should only take him about an hour.
You must have saw that
to
before when
price
you were
the
doing the
buildings.
roof and stuff.
okay.
Yes, I did.
Got a week or
Yep, we
two?
just had, yeah, 'cause
I'm guessing.
there's a roof
You said it
warranty.
shouldn't take too long.
Okay,
That's
cool.
where I came up with that, I had it
You
expired.
have to reach out to another company as far as the sprinkler system that that the plumbing subcontractor works for. I think he said TriStar or
Yeah,
Tri-State for the
That's
set
the-
of sprinkler.
Tri-State,
Tri-State,
yes.
yes.
The address.
They were gonna reach out to them as
Address.
far as the sprinkler estimate.
Not you. I think we said address, not Chris.
Well, in case White Horse can't do it, she'll have that.
Right.
Yeah, White Horse has got a lot of equipment like this size, but a pile of it that's all tied together.
Right.
They make, business cards and all kinds of things like that. Where Karen gets all her copying done for the preservation building.
Oh, does she?
And stuff, yeah,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
cause it's basically next to nothing.
I just see the bill.
No, it's pretty good.
I just see the bill.
I do?
Okay, so I'll run this down and get those copies tomorrow.
Just look for simple things for here,
We'll work on an, RFP for
or
the
rather they
septic.
just reported the, water temperature.
I'll work on that with Caitlin.
Oh, yeah.
So Todd must have.
And I'll get Caitlin with the water tester.
Yeah, Todd must have done something.
This the old tank?
That's the old thing.
Yeah.
Sherwood Flory, that's an old name, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Superintendent. He was after, Jack Robertson.
Is there anything else anyone wants to discuss, see, add, subtract?
That's the tank.
That's it, that's gotta come out.
Now, tank that went, that came out in
Oh,
'94,
that came out already?
yes.
Oh, it's
There
gone.
is a new tank there now, it's a plastic tank done in the summer of '94.
I see the old ones here.
And that's out here, Tyler? That's down right.
They had 3 tanks in there?
But according to this here, fuel tank was replaced in the summer of '94, 1,000-gallon plastic steel, whatever.
Oh,
Do me a favor.
well. It's warranted for 30 years.
Specs on the word, Pete, that wasn't in
Uh,
that folder.
Yeah, it'd be good to get it out of there.
I would.
Yeah, you never know.
That's interesting.
It's all we need. Kind of nightmare.
That shows the location right now. It's the old one. Wow, it was pretty rusty.
Did it come out, JT?
It's not great, but that's what I can get you.
Yeah.
This is from you taking the picture.
Yeah.
Pretty good, JT.
Is it workable, Mike?
This is not,
No.
I'd rather have
We
that.
need
We need
this.
it.
Yeah, no, we,
Okay,
cause then we got it to scale,
right,
and by doing it to scale, then we can lay out parking spaces, distances, setbacks, area of leach field,
okay,
tank locations,
Mhm.
perimeter of building.
right,
Figure your drainage on that, contours are on there, so she'll have to darken it up as much as possible, but any of the numbers that, it's almost like to go over those numbers now on that, old blueprint
uh-huh,
and darken those in, so that
Right.
we know what the contour numbers are, and even go over those, and that'll make a cleaner copy. So I guess if we made a copy, she can darken it, what happens when you start darkening that?
Everything darkens,
gets dark,
everything
contrast
darkens,
all through the whole
right.
paper, as you know.
right,
So that's not really clean, but if that's the case, we can look at that,
Active here?
and then maybe mark it up, and then, I'll even shoot over it.
Yeah, don't mark it on this one, mark on the new.
right, well, on the
Mark it on
copy,
the
yeah, I don't
copy.
wanna mark it on the
No, I
original,
don't know,
no,
that's the blueprint.
No.
So,
Yes.
it would go on the copy.
I don't know.
yep, then we get the pin locations, and any critical information that may just barely come through, then we can mark it all up as a
Right.
site plan, and then give that out for
And make copies of it.
Right, make copies of that one.
building floor elevation on the bottom of footing elevation, or any pertinent information, we'll have a block that we'll wanna add on.
Okay, okay.
you know, we had the fire department weigh in as far as with, life safety, as far as fire lane widths, turning radiuses or anything like that, get those placed on that
Right.
plan. And then build, once that
Build off of
critical
that,
information's there,
sure,
we build out around that.
okay. All right, so first things first, I'll get those copies.
You're probably gonna wanna look at the well, because according to all the documents we have right now,
The well,
the well's not giving us to provide enough for what we're gonna have possible in that new building.
You're talking about
No,
it for
no.
here, or,
For here,
Talking about,
right
yeah.
now.
oh, so we do it,
the well,
All the documents are saying,
how many gallons a minute?
it doesn't say, it just says people.
Sure, you can appreciate
Just
that.
says
So, so the way the well is classified in a state database, because it was a school, it's classified as a public water system.
Do you remember?
Boy, this rings a little bell.
South
Not
Waste
that
Management
deep.
was at the transfer station. That right there was the beginning of.
10 gallon per minute.
Yes, it was.
Set at 65 feet,
65 feet deep?
that's what the pump is set at, 65 feet.
Pump is at it.
What's the depth of the drill well?
It doesn't say,
When was that drilled, Tyler?
64.
Okay, yeah, we wouldn't, the state wouldn't have data on that.
And then, and this just says, the well is more than 65 feet deep and has an unknown yield. It's currently serviced by a 3/4 horsepower, 10 gallon per minute stainless steel submersible pump at 65 feet. The water is provided for 57 persons, students and staff with 2 service connections. The water is not treated. So,
And that document right there is dated 98, right?
that was 2000.
Okay.
Okay.
99, I remember all this.
So most likely, we're gonna have to look into
a well.
a new well.
We don't need one at the fire station though, right?
So that can service
Very well-
57 people.
Waste management.
Very well could.
People we think we're gonna have.
If it's still a dug
If you're gonna do it
well,
as a shelter down the road, you
Oh,
might
like
have to
you're saying,
consider
yeah.
that,
Because there's
but-
2 conflicting.
Right, yeah, I don't know if we need
Right.
to, because
We have one, we have also.
elections or anything like that, you're not gonna have
Remember,
that.
You're gonna have bathroom flush.
we have another.
For water.
Saying it was drilled.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, it's gonna be 3 or 4 occasions during the year. Otherwise, it's,
so the way to have to feed, if we're gonna use that well, you don't put 2 pumps in, we have to feed.
Off one of the-
Feed off of here and head that way. We'll heat our own water in that space, we're
Right.
just gonna get cold water to that location. So that could be dug, frost protected and,
You said we have to put 2 pumps in?
no, you don't put 2 pumps in.
Okay.
well,
I was
just,
like,
I've had people want to do that before on the lake where they own 2 lots, can we just put 1 well and then put 2 pumps in it, it doesn't go well,
no,
there's not room enough. You know, it's, yeah, how do you?
I think you fit 2 pumps in here.
Well, yeah, not well.
No,
So you have one well, 2
One
feet.
well feeding 2, I had a project at the end of Kingswood Drive where the golf course is right down the very end, South Wolfboro Bay. There was 2 lots of record, the owner bought the whole piece, built a guest cottage, wanted to keep it a separate lot, put a separate septic system in, the main house, but wanted to do 1 well. But the well company would use good logic and talked him out of it, said it's not a good thing. We'll drill 2 wells.
yeah, because how do you split it, so it doesn't freeze and,
Well, you'd have to, yeah, you can.
You're gonna have to have a
run
something.
pumps, You go to a pump house and then you distribute.
Yeah, that's-
Distribution from there,
right,
but you can't, yeah, that's the only way you can do it.
right.
But then there's a question of if you go to sell one of the properties.
Yeah, you screw.
Now the well is tied to both properties.
Mhm.
Then you're almost supplying a public water system, so who's responsible for it?
Yep.
And that's,
It could be a big quagmire, especially if people throwing lots of money at each other.
it was, believe it or not, it was quite common in this area to do shared wells, like Dickey's and Bernie's, Edwards was a shared well. So the Fenston Acres and the Cannies have a shared well
Mhm.
now, still,
They dug wells or artesian,
artesian well.
artesian wells.
Okay,
Anything else?
I don't think there's anything else, anyone have anything else that they wanna bring up? No, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Alright,
Aye.
Okay, we are adjourning at 6:45.
What do you say, nay?
She didn't say it.